Matt Le Tissier is one of England's greatest ever footballers, but many people have never heard of him. It's not entirely unsurprising though, he never played for an elite team and never even won a trophy. Le Tissier's work rate was extremely unimpressive, yet here's where it gets interesting. This unassuming midfielder achieved a feat that would make even the most illustrious footballers raise an eyebrow. He converted a staggering 47 out of 48 penalties he faced throughout his career. Furthermore, he etched his name into Premier League history as the first ever midfielder to score 100 goals. In his prime, the giant teams of English football all fought for his signature. However, he only appeared 8 times for England, scoring 0 goals. The question is, just how good was Matt Le Tissier actually? Born on the small island of Guernsey in 1968, Matt Le Tissier was never destined to be a professional footballer, as at the time, the island had no professional clubs or a national team. His journey begins at the age of 7, where he joined local amateur side Vale Recreation. He was very close to his 3 brothers, Mark, Kevin and Carl, who, along with their dad, all played football in Guernsey. The Le Tissier family grew up in a council estate in Guernsey, and the brothers would regularly kick a ball around the estate. Matt Le Tissier worked his way through the ranks of Vale Recreation's youth sides before playing for their senior team at 16 years old. At this age, he also represented his island of Guernsey in the Marathi Vase against rival island Jersey. The goalkeepers of Guernsey all hated Matt Le Tissier. He was not normal at all. In just one season, he scored 169 goals. Yep, 169 goals in one season. He was an unbelievably talented footballer. He wasn't particularly gifted in the pace or stamina department, however, his quick feet and ball control made up for this. His positional awareness was remarkable. Even without the ball, he found himself in perfect positions to receive it. And when he did have it, his vision and selflessness ensured his teammates were served goal-scoring opportunities in dangerous areas. Not to mention his ability to strike the ball. Almost every goal he scored was a contender for goal of the season. As the legendary Xavi Hernandez would say later about Matt, his talent was simply out of the norm. He could simply dribble past 7 or 8 players but without speed. He just walked past them. For me, he was sensational. English side Oxford United had heard about this kid tearing up the Guernsey Football League and brought him over for a trial, but didn't believe he had the body or fitness of a professional footballer. Then Southampton Football Club stepped in and offered him and his brothers Kevin and Carl youth contracts. Matt was the only brother who decided to make the move, and his island's newspaper wished him the best of luck. The 16-year-old made the 200-kilometre move to mainland UK. From the outside, he looked completely out of his depth. Many would think he resembled a Sunday League player, however, on the pitch, he was like a Brazilian icon. Southampton had never seen a player like this, ever. Debuting for Southampton in 1986, he illuminated the footballing world. Despite the club being a mid-table first division side, he shone brilliantly. His teammates included a young Alan Shearer, the ever-reliable Peter Shilton, and the talented David Wallace. Initially a winger, Le Tissier soon transformed into an attacking midfielder, as his pace was dreadful but was still able to set up goals and score some of his own. By 1990, at just 21 years old, he had scored a remarkable 20 goals in 35 league appearances, second only to John Barnes and Gary Lineker. He even scooped the PFA Young Player of the Year award. Not surprisingly, top clubs across the country had their eyes on him. Among them was Tottenham Hotspur, his favourite team as a child thanks to Glenn Hoddle. It seemed like a done deal, but then fate intervened. He was engaged and his fiancée wasn't keen on a move to London. The dreams of Spurs fans for a legendary attacking trio of Paul Gascoigne, Gary Lineker and Matt Le Tissier had crumbled, but the disappointment didn't deter him. The following season, he scored 19 goals in 35 appearances, and it seemed like he wasn't too upset about the failed transfer. These numbers were unreal, especially considering Southampton's struggles in the league. In the 1993-94 season, they barely avoided relegation, conceding 66 goals and scoring only 49. Astonishingly, Le Tissier scored 25 goals and provided 9 assists in the league that season, directly contributing to about 70% of Southampton's goals that season. A midfielder making 34 goal contributions in 38 games for a team that escaped relegation by a single point. That's how amazing he was. In the following season, he matched these incredible numbers, contributing to 34 goals in 41 appearances. Although Southampton improved, finishing 10th, Le Tissier still directly contributed to about 56% of their goals. Le Tissier's new nickname of Le God was getting picked up. Now, despite all these unbelievable statistics, it's essential to understand the context of Le Tissier's career. Under manager Alan Ball, Southampton built their entire game plan around their star man. He had the freedom to express himself on the field, with Ball once telling him, "Do what you're good at, don't bother defending because we know you're rubbish at that. But when we are defending, get yourself in a position where when we get the ball, we can pass it to you." Le Tissier's loyalty to Southampton was unwavering, even when tempting offers came knocking. Chelsea and Blackburn Rovers both presented £10 million transfer offers in 1995. Any of these transfers would have made him the most expensive English football player of all time, and he could have negotiated a better deal than his former teammate Alan Shearer, but he turned them down. The prospect of playing for a bigger club didn't sway him. Matt never had a wage that reflected his brilliant ability, his highest ever wage being under £4,000 a week. He was offered a lot more, but was never too bothered about money. His love and gratitude for Southampton ran deep. As he once said, "I played the game the way I wanted to play it, and had I gone to a bigger club, I probably wouldn't have been able to do that." The fans loved him, the manager loved him, and he remembered that support. Being from Guernsey, he was eligible to represent all of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Le Tissier chose England because representing the Three Lions was a childhood dream and a lifelong ambition. He made his England debut against Denmark in 1994 and gave his dad his England shirt as thanks for helping him and encouraging him to get to the position he was in. Sadly, his international career wasn't successful. Despite his incredible talent, he only earned 8 caps for England throughout his career. He was often overlooked by managers who felt he didn't fit the mould of a traditional English midfielder. He never participated in major tournaments, even though he played during England's appearances. When asked on Twitter, "Why do you think you weren't given a fair crack in the England team?" Le Tissier simply replied, "Too lazy." While his work rate was constantly berated, Le Tissier always stuck to his style of play. If he had followed the guidance of a tough manager, let's say Sir Alex Ferguson, Matt Le Tissier may have been the greatest English midfielder ever. However, a move to Manchester United would never happen. Liverpool once offered him a contract, but Le Tissier turned it down as he didn't want to move that far north. To conclude, Matt Le Tissier ended his professional career at Southampton with 209 goals in 540 games. He also scored 10 hat-tricks and provided 104 assists. After leaving Saints, he had a brief non-league spell at Eastleigh and Guernsey FC. After retirement, he became an advisor to Guernsey FC and offered his services to Southampton in 2005, despite having no coaching badges. Le Tissier became a frequent face on Sky Sports before being sacked for expressing controversial political opinions. Matt Le Tissier is a Guernsey legend, but there is a new rising star from the same island in Alex Scott, who may break all of Le Tissier's records.